this is huge.
Yeah.
This is one of the main benefits here. So you're looking for flexibility and power.
What is going on, folks? My name is Daniel McKenna. Over here across from me, that's Jason Stewart, and we are talking about the benefits of using Shopify as your e-commerce platform. Now, Jason, the goal of this training, as you know, is to show people how Shopify's e-commerce solution can help you make money, save money, sell your products online today. Sounds kind of cool.
That's right.
Sounds kind of big deal.
Let's make some money.
Hey, for the people out there, let's make some money. Let's get on this thing. Okay, jumping right into this, numero uno, what is Shopify and why should I use it?
Shopify gets nerdy real fast, so I apologize.
I'm ready.
Shopify is what's called a hosted or a SaaS e-commerce solution.
Whoa.
What does that mean?
SaaS.
Right? A hosted or SaaS. SaaS means software as a service. Okay. So basically what that means is you're renting the software. They spent thousands of hours building that site and that technology.
Okay.
So you don't have to go through that same expense and that same time and that same risk and liability. You're renting the software that they built. So you don't pay a premium, you pay a small cost.
So and in this case, you already have a website.
Right.
You want to sell something on that website.
Right.
And instead of going out there and building something yourself, you're like, hey, these guys have already figured it out.
Yes.
For low cost, I can use what they've already spent a lot of money and a lot of time building.
Exactly, because you'll hear us say it over and over. You got to pivot, you got to learn.
Yeah.
So you got to experiment. You have to start small.
Okay.
Figure out what works. What do people want to buy? The right price point, the right photography. You got to get that mix right, and this is the cheapest, fastest way to get out there and experiment and learn all your lessons.
Okay.
As you hear Clay Clark say sometimes, fail forward.
Sure.
Literally learn the lessons as quickly as possible so that then maybe later you do a custom built solution when you have the capital to do that.
Okay.
But to just get started, Shopify is a great way to do that for a very low price point.
So people actually use this?
Hundreds of thousands of stores have been created on Shopify.
Hundreds of thousands?
Hundreds of thousands.
So this is kind of a big deal. Is this sort of the top of the crop as far as plug and play type software for payment solutions?
It is what we recommend.
Okay.
There are others, and we've used others, and we recommend this.
Okay.
Did you read between the lines there? So Shopify, we're going to go over this list of benefits.
Okay.
There's huge benefits to this particular software.
Before we get into more of the pro Shopify stuff here, because it sounds like we're on that side of the fence already.
We're on it.
Okay. Let's say I'm like, I don't need Shopify. I could build something myself. I know how to PHP.
Yeah.
I know how to Ajax. Right? How much what kind of cost are we talking about to custom build something with all the specific bells and whistles and features that I want on my site?
Well, cost associated is what you're looking for.
Yeah. How
big is your wallet? I mean, this is going to get costly.
Really?
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. So if you want a basic store, what is a basic store? It's like Shopify.
Okay.
But even less. If you're going to custom build a small version of Shopify, you're in the $5,000 to $20,000 range right away.
Oof.
Okay? Now, some of you may be spending that on a daily basis. That'd be awesome. I want to be your
Marshall
friend.
Morris spends that on a daily basis. He doesn't even have to look up. He just spends it, doesn't have to pay attention. But for everybody else.
Yes, for everyone else.
Okay.
So $5,000 to $20,000, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So if you go to a more fully featured type of an e-commerce
wait,
website,
that was just the starting point.
That's just
Whoa.
That's the ground level.
All right, keep going.
So if you jump into a fully featured, let's say you have like memberships to where you have recurring revenue, subscription, video. Oh, buddy, you're getting kind of in that 100,000 plus category where you're actually probably hiring a full-time or maybe a part-time developer. Okay.
Okay.
And so that's going to take you months and months and months, and it's going to take you thousands and thousands and thousands. And so when you get into that fully featured store, you're talking 100,000, $500,000, and up. Just sky's the limit. Depends on what you want to do with it.
So you're talking 6 figures plus hiring a full-time dude plus the months of developing it.
Yes.
Or you could take something that already we know works,
right,
and we have a lot of background support, technical support for.
Right.
And what kind of, are we talking about 50,000, 80,000? I mean, are we going to save a little bit of money here or what?
For Shopify?
Yeah.
You could start at $29 a month.
$29 a month?
That's right. If you're,
I've got this air horn right here, and I've got a boom pad. They should not have given me this.
Yes.
$29 a month.
Yeah. Start small.
Okay.
Start simple. Figure out what works and then scale it.
Okay.
That's the point here.
Okay. So we already talked about why you would potentially want to look into this. A lot of cost savings, a lot of time savings, a lot of technical support stuff that maybe you don't even understand, or if you do understand, you might not want to get into. So let's go on to point number 2. What are the benefits of using Shopify to sell online?
Absolutely. So startup cost, we refer to that. That is the first thing you're going to face is just what does it cost to get moving?
Okay.
It doesn't make sense in most cases to start with $100,000 in 6 months.
Yeah.
If you want to start, if you use Shopify, you could build the store and be online selling within a day, which allows you to spend less and pivot faster.
And in theory, if you're an entrepreneur, you want to start selling things.
You do, hopefully.
Like pretty quickly.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, back to you then.
Yeah. If you're not a communist.
If you're a communist entrepreneur, you've chosen the wrong life path.
This is true. Maybe the wrong country too. I don't know. Just saying. Yeah, startup cost is huge.
Okay.
Don't hire an expensive development team. Start small.
Mm-hmm.
The second big reason you should use Shopify is the long-term cost of ownership.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the startup, the initial, and then there's the long-term cost of ownership.
Okay.
Is relatively low, definitely compared to custom. What does that mean? Okay, so if you hire a developer to build your store, you probably don't want to let that developer go after he's done building the store because he needs to maintain it. He has to take care of it. So you need to consider those long-term costs, right?
Right.
If you hire a developer for $100,000 a year, you're going to need to pay that the second year.
Sure.
And the third year.
Sure.
So there are definite hard costs that come along with long-term cost of ownership.
Yeah.
With Shopify, you don't have that. You just pay the $29 a month or $79 a month, depending on the plan that you have.
Sure.
And the long-term cost of ownership is significantly less. So Shopify will scale with you. It'll grow with you as the business grows.
Yeah.
You can customize. And let me go into that. So if you're on Shopify, you can make design changes and add plugins and things like that to extend the functionality.
Okay.
You can do that yourself. You don't have to hire a developer to do it.
Okay.
But if you have a custom developed store, you're going to have to pay that guy to come back and do, to modify your store.
Right.
So you just keep getting hit with cost. And that's something you'll hear if you talk to people with custom stores. That's one of the number one complaints. Is the long-term cost of ownership is much higher.
Okay.
So what you really need to think about is start small.
Yeah.
Save that capital
Yep.
that you would spend on a custom solution. Save that capital for marketing, advertising, expansion of the business, inventory,
Right.
staffing, resources. There's all those other costs that'll help you grow, right? Your development costs won't necessarily help you grow, but these other things where you could put your capital are going to help you to grow. You need to think about it that way.
Okay. Yeah. And again, if you are an entrepreneur, in concept, you want to get out there and start selling your stuff as fast as possible. So even if you're not interested in saving hundreds of thousands of dollars, perhaps you're interested in saving months of time where you could be selling something, but right now you're not because you're still waiting on different Jason, not this Jason.
Not this
You're
one.
still waiting on Jason to get back from his trip to the cabin in, wherever he is, waiting for him to come back and debug your platform that you can now sell something, and you're waiting extra months and extra XX. Or you can just plug this in and kind of keep going.
Shopify.com.
Same day. What about like the design of it? What about the features of it? How much of this stuff can we actually do on this?
That's another beautiful thing about Shopify.
Okay.
They have what are called themes. And the theme is just the look and feel. And so I'm going to throw this on the screen here. So these are different themes that I can choose from. Some of them cost money. You'll see like $150, $160 there. Some of them are free.
These are like full web pages.
Yeah, exactly. Everything comes with this. The color scheme, not the photos, because that'll be your product.
Sure.
But this is just an example of what it could look like.
Okay.
So I'm a designer. That's my background.
Yeah.
And so I kind of hate this idea. Sorry, folks. But there's guys like me. There's people like me, fine designers out there that are designing these themes to use best practices. Right? Proven strategies. They've implemented really high quality design on these themes.
Yeah.
And free. Can't beat free. Can't get cheaper than free.
Absolutely.
So I can pick a theme and I can preview it and I can see how it works and I can imagine my photography working there and it's super easy to install.
Okay.
And it's a professional design. Another major benefit is that these are mobile friendly. We're finding, I know on Thrive Traffic, we've officially crossed that 50% mark.
That's right.
And we're closer even to 60% in some cases.
Yeah.
People are on the go. They're on their phone. So you have to make sure your store is mobile friendly.
Okay.
Shopify themes are built to be mobile friendly from the get-go.
Are these pretty easy to use? Are these like, I mean, they already look good.
Right.
They already look better than what I'm going to sketch up myself, most likely. Yeah. Right? Unless I'm an actual designer or I have some sort of background or I'm just some wonderkin where I'm really good at this stuff, right? Yeah. They already look better than what I'm going to do, so it looks good. Are these easy to use?
They're super easy to use.
Okay.
There is some work involved if you were to customize. So if the links and buttons were blue and you wanted them to be a different color,
you're
going to have to perform some work. You're going to have to learn a little bit here.
Okay.
But it's going to be worth it.
Okay.
Because anytime you can put in on the nights or weekends or whatever it's going to be, you're going to be saving money and you're going to be able to reapply that capital in ways that'll grow your business. And so super easy to modify. You can upload a logo, you can change colors, upload photography. It's really built for up and coming entrepreneurs to modify and customize very easily.
Okay. Now I know we're jumping around here a little bit, but talk about some of the plugins that come along with this, because I feel like that's a really big deal. I mean, so far you've sold me. So far the site looks good. Apparently, allegedly, it's easy to use.
Yes.
I know for sure it's going to be cheaper to use.
Absolutely.
But talk about some of the plugins and kind of advanced feature sets that maybe I didn't even think about going into this that we can take advantage of here.
This is huge.
Yeah.
This is one of the main benefits here. So you're looking for flexibility and power. What does that mean? So Shopify, out of the box, meaning when I sign up day one, Shopify lets me pay with a credit card, put unlimited products on my store. I can put photos and things like that, just the basics of e-commerce.
Sure.
So some plugins that we've used, and these get into business model a little bit, but one huge one is a membership plugin.
Oh yeah,
a subscription plugin. What does that mean? So if you have something that you can sell on a recurring basis, if you want to build a subscriber base, and charge $10 a month or whatever it is, these are plugins you can use. They're limited. They're not a Thrive 15. That's a much different deal.
Sure.
But if you have something you can recur, if you can think about that business model, this is an awesome way to do it, to get in the market quickly.
Yeah.
Another one you really need to consider is just product reviews.
Okay.
And the idea there's a negative, there's a risk and a reward with that. The risk being you might get reviewed negatively, but the reward is the trust that's built with those customers.
So it's built into this site. They can review your products.
Review the product.
Similar to an Amazon or a Google. So you're already starting to look like you're legit because you have the option to say, this jacket was super tight, or this jacket was not cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Those are my reviews.
That's in
That's
depth.
as deep as it goes.
It's huge.
Yeah.
People trust. We talk about trust symbols a lot.
Yeah.
I mean that you trust when someone says something positive about a product. I'm going to pay attention to that.
Okay.
But I'm going to pay even more attention if it's negative. Do you know what I'm saying? So product reviews are a huge thing. Live chat. You ever been on a website and you see the little thing pop up? You talk to an associate or chat with blah, blah, blah.
It's usually Becky. She's got a little thing around on her, like the headset.
I don't know why the headset helps her type. It's kind of odd.
Hands-free.
But that's it. That's true. Live chat, man. That's huge.
Okay.
Are you going to use it every day with every customer? I hope not.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. But maybe that's going to help your conversion rate. Maybe that creates community.
Okay.
Maybe that engages. Maybe it's a customer support function.
Okay.
So you got to think about your application of it. Is it ever beneficial to live chat with your customers? Something to think about. Exit offers. Have you ever seen, this is a subtle ninja move, have you ever seen when you move your mouse up on a browser to close a window and a window pops up?
And it's like, are you sure you want to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a ninja move people are starting to find works really well.
Really?
So it's very simple. It's just seeing the mouse movement that it's on a computer, right?
Yeah.
That you're going up to close the tab. It means I'm moving on.
Okay.
And so it pops up that message of, hey, sign up for a newsletter, or hey, here's a 10% discount, or add to your cart, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a nice way to just catch maybe that other 5% of people that we're ready to abandon for whatever reason.
Okay.
And maybe they'll come back and just spend a little more time on your website.
And this actually works?
It works.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a low percentage, but every percentage counts.
Okay.
In e-commerce.
Okay. Well, if you are a part of the 5% here that would potentially take advantage of this, it's a big deal. Speaking of not going anywhere, don't go anywhere. We've got more info about plugins on Shopify in the next episode.